Magandang araw sa inyong lahat mga kapamilya. Nagbabalik tayo sa loob ng PhilOil Flying V Center dito po sa lungsod ng San Juan for our third and final game, and continuing of course our coverage here in the Premier Volleyball League Reinforced Conference. Pareho pong kupanan, ready na makipagbakbakan dito sa San Juan. It's gonna be the Angels and the Purest Water Defenders of NU battling it out here in our third game of today. Kung di nyo po napanood, Lady Oragons defeated at Tacloban Fighting Warriors in 5 sets sa ating unang laro. For Las Spikers naman, pagkatapos po niyan ay dinispatcha ang Air Force Lady Warriors in 3 sets in our second game for today. Muli, ito po ang laban natin, third and final game, the Angels versus the Purest Water Defenders. This is Martin Javier at your service this evening or afternoon. At happy Father's Day po sa lahat ng mga ama na nanonood po ngayon dito sa Premier Volleyball League.
Sama ako
Ayan, babatiin ko na nga Unang-una dyan, syempre, ang aking partner para sa larong to, si Coach Ronnie Magsano. Coach, happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Yeah. Coach, ayan, kamusta ka, Coach? For a change, Coach, hapon naman tayo, gabi naman tayo magko-cover ngayon dahil po kami ni Coach Ronnie, palagi kaming umaga nagko-cover, di ba?
Well, the games are becoming, how do you say, the play dates are becoming thinner. The games are becoming more difficult to win. Kaya dito sa larong ito, kumbaga, sipaan para baka sakali makasama ang Cool Smashers at High Flyers patungo sa semifinals.
Tama ka dyan, Coach Ronnie. At kasama rin natin, of course, ang ating panel at large, the beautiful Janine
Hi,
Soy.
Martin.
Hello, Janine.
Hello mga kapamilya. First of all, happy Father's Day sa lahat ng ating mga dakilang ama. And of course, happy Father's Day rin sa inyo, Coach Ronnie.
Thank you, Sitmate.
Kala ko isasama niya ako sa inyo daw
Martin, hindi pa.
Hindi pa.
Tayo.
Okay, hindi pa. But good to have you here, Coach Ronnie and Janine. Pero of course, nakatuto kayo ngayon via live streaming, sports.abs-cbn.com, SNA HD Channel 166, Liga HD Channel 183. Tatanungin ko muna yung mga kasama ko kung game na sila. Ready ka na ba, Janine?
Tara, game.
Okay, ikaw, Coach Ronnie.
Game na.
Game na. Okay, mga kapamilya, tara, game!
Hello mga kapamilya, it's day 17 of the Reinforced Conference here in the PVL at talagang napaka-exciting ng ating game coverage ngayong araw. Unang-una dahil maya-maya ay magtatapat na ang Petrogas Angels kontra ang Purest Water Defenders. Para sa kupunan ng Petrogas Angels, nakuha nila ang kanilang first win dito sa ating quarterfinals matapos nilang talunan in 3 straight sets ang Fighting Warriors last June 13. Para naman sa kupunan ng Water Defenders, nalalo naman nila in a thrilling 5-set match ang Lady Oragons last June 9. So both teams, Martin and Coach Ronnie, came from their respective wins during their last games.
That's right, Janine. Pareho silang nanalo doon. Good bounce-back win for the Angels sa panimula ng ating quarterfinals. Sa kabila naman, the Purest Water Defenders, despite their age, Coach Ronnie, they were able to weather the storm against the Lady Oragons in that game. And that brings us to our updated team standings right now. Kasama na po dito yung ating mga naging resulta kanina kung saan nanalo yung Lady Oragons at saka yung Perla Spikers.
Dalawang teams na katawid na sa semifinals. Yan ang teams ng Cool Smashers at ng High Flyers. And now we have 6 teams playing in the quarterfinals. A total of 5 games para sa ating 6 na mga kupunan. Pwede mong ihilin tulad sa isang sprint para sa unahan sa natitirang dalawang pwesto patungo sa final. For right now, the Perla Spikers are really looking good dahil nanalo sila kanina in a come-from-behind third set win para mawalis ang Lady Warriors ng Philippine Air Force. Pero ngayon, ang ating tutunan ng atensyon itong Water Defenders dahil meron silang pagkakataon na tablahan ang Perla Spikers para sa numerong 1 pwesto. Pero hindi mo rin matatawaran na malaki rin ang pagkakataon ng Angels na may baba itong Water Defenders at maungusan ng isang laro. Kung sakaling sila'y manalo ngayon laban dito sa team of course, dati binabanggit kanina, ang team nila alay sa layo.
Yan po ang ating laro ngayon. The Angels and the Purest Water Defenders. Of course, this is the quarterfinals, Coach Ronnie.
Right.
Every game counts from here on.
Wala na.
Nakuha yung dalawa pang remaining spots dyan. Pero I think Janine has something for us here para mas makilala pa natin ang isa sa mga kupunan natin.
Alam niyo, Coach Ronnie at Martin, talagang napakasipag ng aking fellow panel at large na si Vince Velasco. Dahil meron siyang inihanda na special VTR feature kung saan nakasama at nakabonding niya ang dalawang multi-awarded UAAP Girls MVP.
Wow.
Sino-sino nga ba ang mga manlalaro na nakasama ni Vince over a cup of coffee?
Hi mga pamilya, I'm Vince Velasco at andito tayo ngayon sa Candle Cafe at Mother Ignacia in Quezon City para kilalanin ang dalawang local players from the Valley Pure NU squad. Ang multi-awarded MVP na si Faith Nisperos at ang kanilang defensive ace na si Jennifer Nierva. Tara, let's meet them! Okay, right now I'm with Faith and Jen, but first we'd like to thank Candle Cafe. Ang pretty ng pagkain at mukhang appetizing talaga. So before we start, we want everybody to get to know you guys a lot better. So how did you guys get into volleyball?
I saw kasi yung mga friends ko sa amin. So, I saw them. Sabi ko, oh, this is interesting. So, sabi ko, I wanna try. And then sa school namin, first time magkaroon ng volleyball. Nag-try out ako. And then, yun, luckily, nakapasok ako sa team namin. NCR palaro yun ng 2012. And then, Coach Vicente, the first coach in NU, he saw me, tapos nirecruit niya ako.
Pero my Faith.
Medyo funny lang kasi parang napilitan ako. Eye-catching yung height ko because I'm the tallest among everyone. And then, syempre, hindi ako pinayagan kasi I was too young. It was in Dumaguete when the coach of boys volleyball team, Coach Edgar, saw me play in Palarong Pambansa. He tried to talk to my mom, then at first my mom declined, and then I went here. I was only here at 4 days, I guess. Then, kausap ko si Coach Babes, and he turned my mind around. Then sabi ko, sige, I wanna go here.
Well, multi-awarded MVP, multi-awarded UAAP champions. So it turned out pretty well. PVL conference ngayon puro imports. How's the level of competition like? Because it's not like the UAAP season.
Of course, big difference talaga yung imports kasi they heighten up the level of game. Adds on the challenges for us.
And then, syempre, college na yung mga kasama namin ate. So, we're trying to pumunta dun sa level nila.
So speaking of imports, congratulations! Highest efficiency receiving. Paano mo na-maintain yung level of efficiency?
Siguro by working really hard talaga every single day. And si Coach Babes, lagi niya ako nire-remind na, Jen, nakukuha mo na yung games mo, yung pass mo. So, maintain it or try to itaas pa siya.
Sino yung pinakamahirap depensahan na team or player?
Team, siguro yung first natin,
Riga, maybe?
kasi yung imports nila talagang malakas talaga yung wings, both wings nila, yun. And then from service, si Negrito. Kasi siya po lang po yung naka-ace sa akin. Talagang ang bilis ng bola niya.
I remember that. That was a 5-0 run for us. 5 points sa kabila.
Serve niya.
Multi-awarded UAAP MVP. How do you keep that level of motivation? Kasi ang hirap nun iba yung expectations sa isang MVP.
I think I just keep up my standards. Yun lang. I just have to push it another notch higher. Motivation ko din yung parents ko. Kasi I want to make them proud.
Sino naman yung idol mo sa volleyball?
Eliza Valdez. She really inspires a lot of people.
Ako international, si Yoko Sano, chef from Japan. Every time may game, training, before training, pinapanood ko yung highlights niya. Sabi ko, one day, gagawa ko to.
May mga hidden talents pa kayo off the court?
Dancer.
Dancer. And you're gonna have to teach us yung mga dance moves mo.
Oh my God.
First steps, go!
First step, you go like this,
And then,
this, then goes like this way.
but faster.
Faster.
And ready?
Okay. Great hidden talent, no talent. So, thank you very much, guys. And you guys have any message sa mga supporters nyo?
Hi po, please support our team and yung Valley Pure sa aming next games.
See you guys!
Alright guys, so back to dancing kami kasi I want to learn more hidden talents from them. So see us again next time. Bye guys!
Bye!
Pamilya, ngayong tag-ulan, masarap nga naman talaga ang mag-food trip at uminom ng mainit na kape, di ba Martin at Coach Ronnie?
Mga dyan, Janine, at great feature doon ha. Ito, hinihintay ko pa si Faith Nisperos na talagang ipakita yung tunay na forma niya dito sa ating season. Because remember, she's coming from an injury.
Right.
So, nagre-recover pa siya dyan. Pero we cannot wait here na makita yung kanyang true form.
I'm sure ganun rin ang ating mga fans. Kaya naman mga kapamilya, i-tweet nyo na kami at ABS-CBN Sports and also use the hashtag PVL on ABS-CBN for your comments and insights on the match. Also, please check out exclusive photos on our official Instagram account at ABS-CBN_sports. Make sure you keep up to date on all things about the Premier Volleyball League by visiting the #1 Philippine sports website, sports.abs-cbn.com. Also, please like, share, and follow our official Facebook page, which is now close to 1 million followers
Sabi
at
ko
Premier
na
Volleyball League.
Like lang po kayo ng like dyan. At syempre, meron po kaming very special feature dito sa Reinforce Conference natin. At yan ang Star Cam.
Yun.
Pwede po kayo mag-feature ng kahit na sinong player. As you guys can see here, nakikita nyo yung rumorondang photo booth natin dito sa Phil Oil Flying V Center. Kasama rin po yan dito sa ating coverage of the Premier Volleyball League Reinforce Conference. Pero yung Star Cam natin, Coach Ronnie, pwede tayong mag-feature na ng kahit na sinong player.
Kung sinong gusto nyo.
Oo, kung sinong
Wow.
gusto. Kahit commentator. Pwede kay Coach
kung
Ronnie,
gusto
kay
nyo.
Janine. O yan, kung gusto nyo.
Iba yun.
O yan, o yan. Ito, nakatutok yung Star Cam natin dito sa ating
Yan ang
Furious
gusto
Water
nila.
Defenders. Ayan, oo. Nagsalita na sila. Tweet nyo lang kami. Use the hashtag StarCam. Tag us at ABS-CBN Sports. And of course, use our official hashtag PVL on ABS-CBN. Sa ating pagbubalik, hihimayin na natin ang parehong kupunan dito sa Premier Volleyball League Reinforce Conference on livestream at sports.abs-cbn.com.
Sino masabi mo kila ikaw lang talaga from Pascual?
Balik tayo sa loob ng Phil Oil Flying V Center para sa pagpapatuloy ng ating coverage of the Premier Volleyball League Reinforce Conference. Third and final game today, it's going to be between the Angels and the Purest Water Defenders of NU. The Angels once again are 1-1 here in the quarterfinals. Sa kabilang kupunan naman ang Purest Water Defenders at 1-0. Isa pa lang po ang nagiging laro nila. That was last Saturday. They won against the Lady Oragons in 5 sets. And speaking of the Purest Water Defenders, kasama natin ngayon ang isa sa mga stars mula sa kupunan na yan, Batang-bata, only 15 years old, and she is the reigning UAP Girls MVP. Nandito si Belle Belen. Belle, kamusta?
Okay lang po.
Okay naman.
Pinopo ka, oh.
Huwag mo naman ako
Pwede
Bata
po.
pa rin ako. Pero Belle, curious lang kami dito. You're 15 years old. Paano mo tinake yung opportunity na to? O paano mo tinitignan yung opportunity na to na makalaban yung mga veterano at syempre yung mga malalaking pangalan dito sa Philippine volleyball scene?
Siyempre po, inisip ko na dahil bata pa nga po, then puro veterans po yung kalaban ko. And parang experience na rin po. Kumbaga ganun. Kasi po, idol ko rin po yung mga nakakalaban ko.
Sino bang idol mo na volleyball player ngayon dito sa Pilipinas na nakalaban mo na?
Si Valdez po. Kasi
Eliza.
Eliza Valdez. Coach?
Si KK din naman yung paborito mong foreign player. Belle, malapit na ang birthday mo.
Apo.
You'll be turning 16 on June 29.
Apo.
Anong birthday wish mo gayong napakalaki pa ng chance nyo na makapasok sa semifinals?
Sana po mag-champion kami.
Aba, hindi yan malabo,
Bakit hindi?
Coach Ronnie. Ha?
Okay. Ano naman ang birthday wish mo maliban sa mag-champion kayo para sa sarili mo?
Ayun.
Sana mag-champion kayo. Tama naman.
Tama naman. Ayun, pwede mong batiin yung dad mo. Happy Father's Day. Ayan, pwede mo, you can grab this opportunity to greet him here on air.
Hi, Daddy. Happy Father's Day po. Thank you po sa lahat ng pagsuporta sa akin kahit anong mangyari. Happy Father's Day po.
Ayan po, si Belle Belen. Maraming salamat. Okay, Coach Ronnie, batiin mo naman. Happy
Happy
Father's Day.
Father's Day po.
Coach Babe.
Coach Babes, Coach Babes pala.
Hi, Coach!
Ayan.
Kahit makulit kami. Thank you po sa...
Makulit ba kayo?
Opo, sobra.
Sipin mo.
Tsaga.
At isinaamin, ano?
Oo nga, isinaamin, Coach.
Tama
Maraming
naman.
salamat ulit.
Thank you po.
Good luck.
Belle Belen, good luck.
Advance happy birthday, of course.
Thank you po.
Ayan na nga, ang reigning UAP Girls MVP na nagpapakitang gilas dito sa Premier Volleyball League Reinforced Conference, si Belle Belen. Kung hindi nyo na po itatanong, yung una nilang laro against the Navy Lady Oragons, nagpukol po siya ng 14 points. Micaela, volleyball player, 14 points in that game against, of course, the Navy Lady Oragons. Siya po ang top scorer sa local players nito ni Coach Babes Castillo.
Tama yan. Pinag-uusapan sila Eliza Solomon, sila Rose Doria, of course, sila Princess Robles, Faith Nisperos, and this young lady who is the youngest competitor dito sa ating unang conference for this year. Belle Belen scored 14 points, 35% at 13 out of 37. Best local scorer for the Water Defenders. Yang ngiting yan, talagang matamis. Bakit nga naman hindi? From a 4.8 scoring average, suddenly, triple ang kanyang scoring. Double-double game, 14 points plus 10 receptions para kay Coach Babes Castillo. But more than that, ito ay salamin kung gaano magiging mahusay at sadyang napakahusay ang isang high school player na meron pang 2 playing years sa high school at aantayin natin siyang sumampa eventually sa regular player dito sa ating paboritong Premier Volleyball League.
A great breakout performance mula
Sobra.
dito kay Belle Belen, and also an eye-opener para dito sa ating lahat na kaya niyang pumuntos ng ganyan karami, at more importantly, Coach Ronnie, nagresulta yan para sa panalo. Ito po yung naging laro nila against the Lady Oragons. Naging dikitan po ang larong yon.
Tama yan.
It went until the 5 set or the 5th set there. At extended pa, Coach Ronnie, yung naging 5th set doon. 18-16 was the final score.
This was a match that took nearly 2 hours to finish. 4 players scoring in double figures para sa Water Defenders. Pero ang pinakamahalaga, nakabuelo sa quarterfinals. This is a team that won 3 straight but lost their final game in the elimination round. But here in the quarters, etong sila Janisa Johnson, talagang itinutulak kasama si Alexis Matthews, yung mga local players sa Water Defenders para hindi lamang mabuo yung kumpiyansa at talagang mabuo yung loob, kundi matutong manalo, which is the hardest thing to gain, lalong-lalo na sa ganitong klaseng level. But they showed their grit, they showed their spunk, but more importantly, they showed that they can be steady down the stretch as they avenge a first-round loss. Yan ang unang panalo ng Lady ng Oragons at pang-pitong talo yan na ipinalasap ng tong team nila, of course, sila Mika Belen laban sa kanilang unang kalaban sa quarterfinals.
Ayan na nga. And of course, they showed maturity and mental toughness in that particular game, which is very impressive for a very young team like this, like the Valley or Purest Water Defenders of NU. Sa ating pagbalik naman, puntahan natin yung kabilang side. The Angels will be here. We'll be talking about them here at makakasama rin natin ang isa sa mga local players nila na talagang nagiging rising star para dito sa Angels here in the quarterfinals. Kaya huwag kayong aalis. Magbabalik ang PVL on SNA. Balik tayo sa loob ng PhilOil Flying V Center, and again, we continue our pregame here in the Premier Volleyball League Reinforced Conference. At ngayon naman, pag-uusapan natin ang Angels. Kasama natin ang isa sa mga player ni Coach Jerry Yee, si Alyssa Layug, na talagang nabibigyan ng opportunity dito sa ating quarterfinals. Hello, Lai.
Hello po.
Kamusta ka naman? Okay naman ang team?
Okay naman po.
Okay. Dito sa simula ng quarterfinals, binigyan ka ng playing time ni Coach Jerry Yee. So, anong pumasok sa isip mo nung sinabi niya sa'yo, okay, bibigyan kita ng opportunity dito, pero importante na yung mga laro natin?
Wala naman po. Sabi lang po niya, no pressure. Bibigyan niya ako ng time. Pakita ko lang yung laro ko. Like, magkaroon daw po ako ng confidence sa loob kasi kaya ko naman makipagsabayan sa iba.
Ali, as one of the tallest players pag sa local scene, as a middle blocker dito sa ating Reinforced Conference, sino sa mga reinforcements ang pinakamahirap mong nakalaban? Hindi lamang sa taas nila, kundi dahil sa galing na ipinamalas laban sa inyo at ang mga local middle blockers dito sa ating competition.
Feeling ko po si Bright.
Lakia Bright.
From Perla Spikers. Bakit?
Sobrang taas po ng reach niya and nakikita mo po talaga na tinitignan niya muna yung blockers bago niya paluin.
Pero kaya.
Kaya.
Kaya. Yan ang importante. Kaya.
Sabi makapressure to si Coach Ron.
Nagtatanong lang. Nagpapaliwanag naman si Ali.
Kaya din
AB
po.
English major yan. Malapit na mag-graduate yan.
Sana.
Yan. Ayan, kakayanin yan. Pero syempre, hindi ka namin paalisin dito sa panel ng hindi binabate.
Pwede kang bumate.
Tatay mo ng Happy Father's Day.
Hi pa. Wait,
Naiyak ka. Sige lang.
Pa, thank you sa lahat ng sacrifices mo sa akin. Though malayo tayo, alam mo, mahal ko kayo.
O nga pala, taga-Iligan kayo, no?
Adventure talaga yung tinahak mo dito sa Manila. Syempre, si Coach Jerry rin. Batiin mo.
Tatay-tatayan mo.
So, super thankful po ako kay Coach Jerry kasi sa lahat ng mga naging problema, sa lahat from UP to DIP up to here sa Petrogas, siya po talaga yung second dad ko since na tumuntong po ako dito sa Manila.
Ayan,
O nga pala, from UP ka, no, Ali? Teka, anong campus ka sa TIP? Sa Quezon City o sa Manila?
Manila po.
Malapit sa San Beda?
Opo.
Okay. Thank you.
Kaya nagpapatuloy yung connection nila ni Coach Jerry.
Yes, of course.
Dito sa Reinforced Conference natin. Maraming salamat ulit.
Thank you,
Alyssa. It's good to have you here in the panel. At pinag-usapan na natin yung mga naging performance ni Alyssa Layug. First 2 games here in the quarterfinals. Unang laro, she had 7 points, but that came with the loss. Nung bounce back win nila, nagtala siya ng 9 points, leading all the local players for the Angels.
Ang pamato ng Iligan City is 21 years old. At siyang tinatayaan ni Coach Jerry na pansabay sa mga higanteng kalaban. 6 out of 8 sa kanyang spike efficiency in that win. 75%. A total of 9 points, 2 blocks plus 2 digs. Wala sa top 50 scorers, wala sa leading scorers, pero siya ang pinakamahusay na local player para kay Coach Jerry doon sa huli nilang panalo para makakuha ng magandang buwelo dito sa quarterfinals.
At ang 2 blocks na yan ay team high para dito sa Angels. At nakikita mo naman yung resulta nung larong yon against sa Tacloban Fighting Warais at makikita mo rin yung impact na ibinigay nito ni Alyssa Layog. They were able to dispatch the Fighting Warais in just 3 straight sets and convincingly in all 3 sets, Coach Ron.
Winalis nila ang team ng Fighting Warais. At tanging itong si Amporn lamang ang umabot sa double figures. Depensa na Mayani, they only surrendered a total of 37 points sa scoring skills while scoring a total of 58 sa kanilang panic. But more than that, tinulungan nila si Olena Limareva Flink at si Anastasia Trach na kontrolin yung opensa para sa kanila at higit dyan, bigyan ng suporta mga manlalaro katulad nila Steph Mercado, Cherry Nunat, Rania Musa at Rachel Ostero nakipagsabayan at natulungan ng gusto kasama si Ali Layog para hindi na makabelo at manalo ng isang set man lang itong team ng Fighting Warais.
Ayan po ang resulta ng kanilang previous game. 3-setter po yan, 25-15, 25-17. At yung set number 3, doon yung medyo lumaban yung Tacloban Fighting Warais. It was 25-21, but an overwhelming victory.
Dominant form, right.
Dominant and a good confidence-boosting win sa panimula ng quarterfinals para dito sa kupunan ni Coach Jerry Yee. Pero sa laro po mismo, i-tweet nyo lang po kami dito mga kapamilya kung meron kayong mga gustong iparating sa amin, sa ating mga players.
Starcam.
Oo, Starcam. Meron din tayo niyan at PVL or hashtag PVL on ABS-CBN, and of course tag us at ABS-CBN Sports. We also have exclusive photos and videos on Instagram at ABS-CBN Sports, and of course you can like us. Nabanggit na ni Janine kanina, magpo 1 million na tayo.
Lapit na.
Malapit na. Please like and share of course our Facebook page at premiervolleyballleague.com, and of course tumuto kayo dito sa premiervolleyballleague.com. Maraming salamat po muli sa pagtutok dito sa aming Premier Volleyball League coverage. At ngayon naman, nakikita niyo on your screens, giving us the beats, the tracks for this game. Game number 3 is DJ Tronics in the house here inside of Phil Oil Flying V Center sa ating pagbulik. Laban na po ng Angels and the Purest Water Defenders right here on SNA.
For this match. First referee, Mr. Rene Gasvini. Second referee, Miss Joy De Imus. Let's call on our starting lineup from our Petrogas Angels. May we request our drummers to please refrain from beating on the drums as we introduce the athletes. Maraming salamat po. Team captain is number 4, Stephanie Mercado. At number 1, Cherry Rose Luna. Wearing jersey number 5, Relea Ferina Sai. Number 9, foreign guest player from the Ukraine, Anastasia Trach. Number 11 is Alyssa Layog. Number 12, foreign guest player from the Ukraine, Olena Limareva Flink. Libero, number 10, Rika Jane Enclon. Head coach, Mr. Jerry Yee. Calling on our Valley Purest Water Defenders. Team captain is number 6, Joymi Cagande. Number 4, Micaela Belen. Number 5, Rosalind Doria. Wearing jersey number 10, foreign guest player from the USA, Janisa Johnson. Number 11, Faith Nisperos. And number 18, foreign guest player from the USA, Alexis Matthews. Libero, number 9, Jennifer Nierva. Head coach, Mr. Raymond Babes Castillo.
Balik tayo sa Phil Oil Flying V Center as we're getting ready to start set number 1 here. Kilalanin muna natin ang starting unit para sa parehong kupunan. Of course, bannered by their very powerful imports sa Angels. Nandiyan si Limareva Flink. That's Lena Limareva Flink.
Magaling yan.
Oo.
Mga Eastern Europeans on the side of the Angels and the North Americans. Dito naman sa panig nila Coach Babes Castillo. Mga bigating mga manlalaro.
Tama ka dyan, Coach Ronnie. Both Ukrainian. Ito si Tasha Trach tsaka si Limareva Flink. Si Janisa Johnson naman,
right,
LA native. Si Alexis Matthews sa kabila rin. ay taga Detroit, Michigan.
So, yan.
Detroit. But the first point here goes to the Angels, setting the tone early in our contest. Kagande, one of the best setters here in the Reinforced Conference.
I think she's ranked number 1 right now,
That's
even
right,
ahead of
Coach.
Gia Morado.
Sipin mo yun, no, Coach? High school player. Showing us the might here in the Reinforced Conference. And speaking of might, that's Janisa Johnson with the attack from the back row.
I believe that the first game played by Janisa Johnson or JJ Johnson was the game that they won
Yes.
against the Jazz Angels dun sa unang round. And it was the second loss out of 3 straight losses ng Jazz Angels before they decided to bring on itong si Olena Flink on board. And they won 3 straight games after.
And that game, Coach Shawnee, that you were mentioning, only the second game for Janisa Johnson in the PVL, pero pumutok agad siya for 31 points against the Angels.
I was looking at the leading scorers. Janisa Johnson, 143 points, but 1 game less than those who were ahead of her. At tanging 2 players lamang yon, si Montrepila at 161, and of course, Tess Nicole Roundtree with 166.
Ipin mo, Coach Shawnee,
Nalampasan niya yun.
Nalagpasan niya kung kumpleto yung laro niya dito sa PVL. But the Angels, what a start for them here. 3-1 very early. That was courtesy of this drop ball by Tasha Trotch.
120 points for Trotch in 7 games, heading to the quarterfinals. And she has played beautiful music with Olena Flink the last few games, at least for the Jazz Angels.
But for Tasha Trotch, she's taken a back seat dahil sa arrival neto ni Mareva.
Okay lang yun eh. Importante playing well together and getting the best from each other. Sides pass to Layog on that quick play, well read by the veteran Roslyn Doria, na was gotten the most playing time among all the veterans that are left in the lineup for Coach Babes Castillo.
Mercado could not put it through. Ang tangkad naman kasi nung sumalubong sa kanya doon, that was Matthews and Faith Nisperos with a double block. Let's see that again.
And when you talk about blocking, itong team ng Jazz Angels are only number 6, pero second best itong sila Alexis Matthews, mainly because of her.
That's right. And that's Janisa Johnson. Water defenders of NU quickly recovering here in set number 1. Tatlong sunod-sunod na puntos dito, and that tells you, Coach Shawnee, how potent itong kupunan ni Coach Babes Castillo. Ang daming pwedeng puntahan ni Kagande dito sa kupunang to.
They've delivered 22-46. JJ Johnson in that initial win versus the Philippine Navy Iriga. Ang kagandahan kasi rito nabuhayan sila pagkatapos hindi makatawid sa semifinals outright dahil back to 0 lahat They started in the quarters with a clean slate. Right now, 1 win para sa Water Defenders at para naman dito sa team nila Steph Mercado, sila Paneng. Sila yung umaasa na madadagdagan yung kanilang isang panalo laban sa isang pagkatalo.
Samantala, Coach Ronnie, puntahan naman natin ngayon for her first report si Janine Choi. Go ahead, Janine.
Martin and Coach Ronnie, ang 26-year-old import ng Water Defenders na si Janisa Johnson was born and raised in Long Beach, California. Sinabi nga niya na 3 years ago siyang naglalaro internationally and she has already played in Germany, Finland, and France. First Asian international stint niya dito sa Pilipinas at sinabi niya na she already loves it here. She loves her team and she loves the Pinoy culture. At dahil malayo siya sa kanyang pamilya, ay gabi-gabi silang nag-video call para kamustahin ang isa't isa. At talagang napaka-supportive nga nila dahil ang mga kamag-anak niya sa iba't ibang parte ng Estados Unidos from the East and West Coast ay laging nakaabang sa ating live stream coverage para panoorin at supportahan si Janisa. Balik sa inyo, Martin at Coach Ronnie.
Great report, Janine, and that's Janisa Johnson, the California native.
Right.
At syempre, Coach Ronnie, nag-champion din siya dun sa previous French league niya na sinalihan niya.
For the Beijers team.
That's right. And ironically, I think they were also called the Angels.
Right.
They're in France.
Right.
So,
incidentally, teammate niya ron yung import last year ng Lady Warriors assist. Crystal Rivers, who gave her a lot of inspiration and advice to go play in the Philippines dahil napakabait nga ng mga tao rito po sa ating bansa.
That's right. Lunag there with a tip. Johnson with a save. Belen sends it through. Layog. Sayat. Binigay kay Trach. The running hit does not work. Agande. Binigay kay Matthews. And Alexis Matthews with a quick attack there, giving the 3-point lead here. First technical timeout on the floor, 8-5, care of the Water Defenders. Balikan natin yung una nilang paghaharap dito sa ating reinforced conference. Napalanunan yon as May 16 ng Water Defenders. And like we mentioned, in only her second game here in the PVL reinforced conference, si Janisa Johnson po nagpakitang gilas agad with 31 points. She was virtually unstoppable for the Water Defenders that game, Coach Ronnie.
You can call her an answered prayer para dito sa team ng Water Defenders. First win of the conference for the Water Defenders. It was the third loss meanwhile para sa Jazz Angels. Yung pagharap na yan, a marathon match that took over 2 hours to finish. And masasabi natin na talagang pwede mong sabihin, paroon pa rito yung labang yan.
Oo,
nail biter, dogfight, name it. Every bit of action was in that face-off na napanalunan, of course, ng Water Defenders. That was one of 3 wins that they had in the elimination round, as both teams finished with similar win-loss cards, kasama ang Lady Warriors at ang Bangko Perlas. Lahat po sila 3 panalo, 4 na pagkatalo. Pare-parehong hindi pumasok outright sa semifinals.
3 and 4 silang lahat ng ating preliminary round.
Yes.
Pero ang tanong dito, Coach Ronnie, mangyayari kaya ulit yung 5-setter na yan dito sa ating laro?
Aba, bakit naman hindi?
Hindi, oh.
Pero alam mo, yung Lady Warriors at ang Perlas Spikers, sinasa nating mahaba.
Ayun.
Akalain mong na-sweep?
3 sets lang, no?
Diba?
ng
Eh, wala
Perlas
pang
Spikers.
talo yung Lady Warriors. Diba?
And that tells you how unpredictable itong ating quarterfinals.
Yes.
Well, itong mga kupunang to, these 2 teams have been hot and cold all throughout the tournament natin. And that is an attack error, I believe, coming from Alexis Matthews. A rare one from her. She has a very high spiking success rate.
Right. In their last game alone, in their last game alone, 14 out of 28. Itong si Alexis Matthews. At
Wow.
Matthews for elimination round, total of 111 points in 7 matches played for the Water Defender.
That's very impressive. Almost an instant point.
Oo naman, sa bawat 10 palo, 5 pasok.
5 pasok.
Sa bawat 2, 1 papasok. The top spiker in terms of percentage at 50%. But 3 straight points para sa Metro Jazz Angels, and the lead now at just a solitary point para dito sa Blue Shirt.
That's right. Trotch with a serve. Kagande, pinuntahan si Johnson. Who went for the push. And that works for Janisa Johnson here, giving them the 2-point lead and finally breaking the mini run by the Angels.
A 40% attacker, probably one of the smallest spikers that we have, and reinforcements in the country right now. Nakita na ni Cruz parating siya Nakita na niya yung drop shot pero hindi lang niya inabot.
Oh, what a save there by Nierva. Johnson. Nice save by Limareva. Flick, but Belen takes advantage of that opportunity. Regalo para kay Bel Belen.
Look at the reaction time coming from Bel Belen. But what about the power of Janisa Johnson? Alam mo kung saan ako na-impress? Hindi lang yung timing at yung follow Yung ability na makaiwas doon sa take ng head.
Ayun.
Diba? Kasi kadalasan, pasok yung palo pero nasayad ka.
One of the most gifted scorers we have here.
Right. A lot of promise, tremendous upside. 3 straight points on this counter run coming from the blue shirts. And this time it's Matthews, right? Intimidating OLF. Missing, right? Mahaba kasi yung pangalan, diba?
Saet. Mercado will try. Johnson with a save.
Yung sinasabi ko, that's a net touch para dito sa Water Defenders. Unforced error for the blue shirts.
That's coming from Alexis Matthews. Also, one of the tallest reinforcements dito sa PVL. 6'3" or 6'4" siya listed, Coach Ron.
Pero ang haba
Hadi or KD Kullertan was also listed at 6'4", pero dahil pinalitan siya ni Libareva, I think Matthews is amongst the tallest of imports here in the PVL. This was the setup. Pero attack error mula dito, or error rather mula sa Water Defenders. Pagande, binigay kay Belen. Matthews could not save it. And the Angels are rolling right now. 3 straight points. So tigta 3 ang mga run dito ng parehong kupunan.
That's a good double wall setup by Chisait and of course Cherry Nudan. Talagang minarkahan si Belen and Matthews just could not get that ball high enough to let the ball stay in play.
Isa pa para dito sa water defenders. Belen.
Very tight pass.
Saet sends it across. Pagante, binigay kay Matthews. And Matthews puts it down.
Ito na yung sinasabi mo, Martin. Madaming points of attack na mayroong pwedeng higyan at kunin itong si Kagande. And this time, even if the blockers were set, at mas maganda yung timing nila. Mahirap sabayan yung ganyang kataas. Kaya lang,
Yun lang.
service error para dito kay Alexis Matthews from the Michigan Spartans. Another Division 1 school.
Bigatin na Coach Ronnie. D1 school.
D1. Saka, pag tinignan mo yung nagawa nila nung collegiate playing years nila, puro mga record holders eh.
That's right. Sila yung mga leader.
Hindi naman support players eh.
Oo, hindi. Sila yung star players from their squads.
In the mold of Crystal Rivers, of course.
Oh, that's a push by Nispero. Saved by Trach. Trach susubok, the lefty with the off-speed. Saved by the water defenders. One more chance here for the Angels. Miscommunication there. Kagande to Doria. There you go! But Nerva. Oh, palabas na yun eh, Coach Ronnie.
Labas na labas talaga yon. But alam mo naman ang ating mga defensive specialist. Pag napunta yung bola sa kanila, but a misread. Ano na yun eh, reflex action na lang yun. Alam na niya, mahuhulog eh.
Kinuha niya pa.
Oo, talagang tama ang sabi nila. Nasa huli yung pagsisisi. At ngayon, kinain na yung 4 na puntos sa Kalamangan. We're tied at 13.
Very competitive. Set number 1 here, as expected. And an attack error coming from Belen gives the 1-point lead to the Angels.
That is something that she will learn eventually. Pasok mo lang yung bola pag wala ka sa tamang pwesto. And now, suddenly, na-overtake na sila rito ng Petro Gas Jazz Angels.
Team that is composed of veterans, of course. Nice move there by Kagande. Saet sends it across. That's saved by Nesperos. Saet, pinuntahan si Limareva Flink.
Tapul ang antena.
Straight to the antenna, so that's an error for the Angels. Tabla ulit tayo. 14 puntos para sa parehong kupunan. This is Joyce Kagande now at the service line.
Isa ako sa pinaka natutuwa na si Chisa. It is back here in the PVL and in peak form.
That's right.
Very nice story sa kanyang family at sa kanyang collegiate playing years. At ngayon, nandito na siya muli sa ating Premier Volleyball League.
Of course, Chisaet playing for the De La Salle
Yes.
University Lady Spikers.
Sila Janet Serafica, sila Chisait, sila Sue Roses. These are big name players who helped out the V-League before. Sustain yung mga players natin after college. Now, we have the Premier Volleyball League na pwede nilang puntahan at laruin yung ating mga upcoming stars.
That's right, and they're actually excelling here as well. Oops, Coach Ronnie, but that's for the water defenders could not send it across. The Angels on the attack now. Olena Limareva Flink, we told you how powerful she is. 22 points in her last 2 games, or average in her last 2 games, 44 in total.
6 aces to boot in their last
Wow.
win.
That's how explosive Olena is. Belen with a push. Trach. Oh, miscommunication ulit mula dito sa Angels. And that gives the point to the water defenders. We head to our technical timeout here with them in front by a solitary point. Balik tayo dito sa Premier Volleyball League Reinforced Conference as we take a look at the stats of the previous game for the Angels here. That victory in 3 sets against the Tacloban Fighting Warais. Again, you guys can see here sa ating statistics, Coach Ronnie, the
Overwhelming
dominance.
talaga.
Oh.
Yes, that's a total of 58 scoring skills.
That's right.
Para sa Angels and only 37 para sa Fighting Warais. Of course, very high clip from Olena Limareva Flink at 15 of 25, over 50%. While itong si Anastasia Trach at 10 of 23, almost 50%. Whereas sa kabila, ang pumuntos lamang ng over 10 points ay si Amporn Iapa.
They're hoping they could carry the momentum in this game. Ang nilaro po nilang yan noong Miyerkules lamang. Doon sila nanalo.
Tama ka. That was 1 play date ago. Maganda timing ni Ali Layog. Ito yung tinatanong ko sa kanya kanina.
Kaya ba?
Kaya ba? Yung black point na yan. Yan ang sagot. Kaya naman.
Denying one of the most powerful hitters here, si Janisa Johnson.
Ito kasi wala ng element of surprise, Martin.
Well scouted na.
At saka yung intimidation factor, nabura na rin by this time. I'm sure initially meron yan. Sino ba naman hindi masisintak dyan sa mga gigante at big name players from abroad. But in time, when you feel that you can match up against them and with them, mabubuo na rin yung loob mo dahil meron ka rin naman sariling reinforcement na bigatin din naman.
Totoo yan, Coach Ronnie. Oh,
Overreaching.
for Alexis Matthews. I think that's her second error here in set number 1. Tignan natin ulit yun. Over-received.
Bago tumuwid yung bola, sobrang tangkad din niya. At minsan yung vantage point ng mga players, akala mo tumawid na over the net.
Liza Layog already tying her kill blocks with 2 here in the game. Or in set number 1. Mercado.
Overpass. What an adjustment by Panig.
What a push there. Janisa Johnson cannot get it through the double block. That was Stretch and Nudag with a denial.
You can count on the fact that top of mind kay Coach Jerry Yee is to try and bring down yung efficiency level nitong Janisa Johnson. Dahil yung dalawang hitters ng water defenders, 50% efficiency si Matthews. Over 40% si JJ Johnson. So, baba mo lang yan.
That's right.
Malaking bagay na. And the only way to do that, markahan ng double wall at magbigay ka ng coverage na maayos. Now, it's a 2.8 on the flip side para dito sa Angel.
When the ball is not good, be aggressive. Don't just put it inside. All right, Janisa? Janisa? Now, there's this. Don't have to power it. Just put it high. Now, that's the only thing she can do because we're giving her short balls. We got to bring it to here. Look, look, look. Here's your target, huh? Bring it here. Bring it right here. You got 2 meters. That's a big space. Just bring it there and relax, all right? Let's go, let's go. That's you.
Great words there coming from Coach Babes Castillo. She wants her or his girls to be more aggressive kahit medyo broken play. Coach Ronnie, huwag mamimili ng free ball.
At saka huwag mamimili ng bola. But more than that, I think it's to correct the setup para kay Johnson dahil naiipit siya eh. Wala siyang space to operate dahil the closer she is to the net, mas lugi siya. Iginuhit na ni Coach yung space na pwede niyang atakihin at pwede siyang bigyan ng bola. But after the timeout, the Angels still able to put up this scoring run. Underhand pass by Sayed. Good thing coming from Trach. Overcoming a double block and giving her team a 3-point lead at 2017.
And the Water defenders, right off the timeout, unable to adjust to the instructions of Coach Babes. Dunag almost putting it down.
Good break para dito kila JJ Johnson.
Boy, parali natin. Nunag puts it away. Cherry Nunag, that's her first point.
You can say that Cherry Nunag is very charming, no? Very animated, but more than that, extremely efficient. Nunag coming off a 5-point lead in that win versus the Fighting Warais.
And she's been a steady producer of points.
Masayahin eh. Number 13 scoring with 37 points in 7 matches heading to the quarterfinals, over 5 points per contest.
Pagande, pupuntahan si Johnson, and finally a better setup here for Janisa Johnson.
And a faster pass.
That's right.
Look at this last sequence. Sa open, pinapalo si JJ Johnson and nahuli na yung coverage para dito sa Angels. Ngayon na naghahabol naman ay ang Water defenders after nearly dictating the first part itong ating unang set.
Audrey Paran now at the service line. Diretso yan kay Limareva Fling and a service ace mula dito kay Paran.
Very smart play. Attacking the primary point of attack para dito sa Das Angels. Papatrabahuin mo, isirain mo yung passing pattern, but more than that, kung kaya mong scorean ng ace, bakit hindi?
She targets Limareva Flink again. Doesn't work this time. Nuna with a quick attack.
Better reception coming from OLF. Right now, it's back to a 3-point cushion for the Angels.
And the recovery, as we take a look at the last play here, quick attack.
Sakto.
To Nunag, yes.
Hindi na gumalaw si Chisaet.
Ang bilis ng recovery dito para sa Angels.
Combination play.
What a powerful strike coming from Jay Johnson there.
And once again, because of that nice first ball, ayan, no? Sakto rin kay Cagande. Nice fake, good misdirection. Pinakagat yung dalawang blockers. Utakan, nilangan. Master of deceit. Yan ang mga setters. Yan ang kanilang katangian.
Saet.
Very tight.
Goes to Mercado. Itinaas, Belen.
Wow.
Cross-court hit para dito kay Belen.
Not an ordinary cross-court attempt coming from Belen.
Medyo awkward yung angle niya
Parang
doon.
cut shot na lumabas. Tignan natin kung saan niya pinektusan. Itong palong ito.
Ooh. Wow.
Hirap tong anggulong kinuha. Lead down to 1 for Petrogas.
Smallest blocker, yun nandun sa dulo. Okay? First ball lang tayo. Diba? Wala, may back row ka, dalawang back row. Sige lang. Paluin natin. Maning. Paluin natin.
Cover pa rin natin. Siya na. Cover up. May atake. Girls, now Angels has set, so concentration on maximum. Without mistake.
Coach Jerry Yee, usually very cool and composed. Marking instructions to her team there. Baba ang lamang nila sa isa. 22-21, and the momentum clearly on the side of the Water defenders here. Let's see how they will capitalize on this momentum. Jay Johnson, very good server as well. Saet. Mercado puts it down.
And that's the Lasal connection working para dito sa Angels. Excellent reception. And then Saet. Nice misdirection by Nunag. May butas, may uwang.
That's right.
Dun sa double walls. And I would say 2-point cushion once again for Panay and the rest of the Angels. But a service error by Stephanie Mercado. Yes.
Mercado. So baba ulit ang lamang nila. Mercado, by the way, has 49 points dito sa ating liga.
Right.
That's good for 5.4 a game for the Angels. Crutch.
Labing serve yun.
Saet to Nunag. And Nunag gets it through.
Alam mo, ginugulangan ng players ng Angels itong mga Water defenders. They just go and play the next point right away. And again, very quick vertical para dito kay Nunag. Late reaction from the blockers of the Water defenders. 2 set points in the pocket of Petrogas.
And Mendres inserted now by Coach Jerry Yee of the Lady Warrior.
Lady Warrior, right?
Belen, oh! Just sliding it through the blockers there.
Galing maglagay ng bola, no? Ang galing magpwesto ng bola. Cross court, may bala. Down the line, matalino.
That's why she is the UAP Girls MVP, Coach Ronnie.
Hindi mo alam kung saan dadalhin. Of course, tignan mo kung saan nakakanto yung katawan. Pero maayos ang timing. Saka yung contact sa bola, solid talaga.
And Belen, as we mentioned in the pregame, she had 14 points. Dun sa kanilang huling laro, Limareva Flink cannot send it across. But Belen overshoots this time. Or that's wide rather for her. So we will end set number 1 with that attack error coming from Belen. It's 25-23 for the Angels as they take the 1-0 lead here in our third and final game of the day. Sa ating pagbabalik, set number 2 po between these two teams. Huwag kayong alis, magbabalik ang PVL on SNA.